Hey, how you doing this week? Welcome back. Anyway, we're getting ready to go into lesson 13, and it's just a continuation of writing a song we're working on. And when we get through, we'll put a title to it. But right now, we're just putting the words, the lyrics to the song. We've already got the keys, and in other words, the chords that are already set up. It's in the key of C. A couple little varieties there that I threw in, just a couple of them, like F sharp and G minor. That's the only two. But the rest of it is all in the key of C. And so we started, and we started with the lyrics, looking into a sunset, and what do I see? And a silhouette of a person looking back at me, and that's where we stopped. So I'll play that first, and then we'll get going from there. So here we go. Okay, so I'm going to throw up the second page that we ended with last week, and before I put that up there, going back to the CFG that we worked on in the first part, we got into a little progression. I showed you how to start doing a blues song, and we started writing a blues song, and I know that you've taken and gone from there with that. And so I also wrote a song called Slapping It Around. That's CFG, that's all it is. Just C, F, G, and then back to C in the progression. And so you can see what I did with that. So in reality, you can do the same thing. And so this tune we're working on right now is also in the key of C. And I showed you there are all the white notes here. And then back to C. Okay? They're all the white notes. So, pretty simple, but I've got some variations there, and you can also play a few things in there with it that will cause a little bit of harmony, and that's okay. It's still in the key of C, basically. So, when we get through with this, you'll be able to actually write a song. And this song that we're doing together right now, when we're all done, I'm going to go ahead and make it a song. And publish it and put it out there so you can see what it sounds like after I put a rhythm to it, after I tinkle around a little bit and I clean up a few things and add a few things to it. Basically, when we get all done, it's going to be the same thing, except instead of when I'm starting it this way, I might do something like this. In other words, I'm going to put a little flair in there, or whatever. But basically, they're all fake books. In fact, I asked you if you go ahead and buy a fake book. And if you're into that already, you realize that everything is just basically one note, almost one note. And then you have your chord down below. So you can take a chord, for instance, as you already know from what I've been showing you. You take a chord, and so you've got that note up there. You can play anything you want to below that chord. So here's the first note, and you could play this. In other words, fill in all those little empty spots. But what we've got here is just the basic, and then you can add just from the chords, the stuff I've been showing you, below it, or always below the lead of the note. So now I'm going to show you page 2, which we're working on now. Here we go. All righty. So we're down on the bottom with C, F sharp, and G. And I have under that, what a feeling, and then what a rush after that. So coming into it, we had looking back at me, and now we're going to go into what a feeling. That doesn't sound bad. So what did I just do there? So we got going from the E in the last bar before we started this as a B flat and two E's, and then what? What a feeling. What a feeling. And then what? A rush. Okay, so let's go back here to where we are. We are right here. Okay, so it's what a feeling, and I've got C, and I've got, see, this is not in the key of C. This F sharp is not in the key of C, but I'm only going to hit it for a second. Okay, so we have what? What a feeling. So we have a C, or I could come up to that. What? What a feeling. What a feeling. So in other words, going from the E, going back to that last bar. So we got what? A feeling. Okay, and then after that, maybe we'll go like this. And a what? A rush. You do it that way too, see? So the way we did that was at a C. Let's see what we're doing. So we had a C, and I put in a E, E, G, A, and then an F. So I had a C. Okay. I'm just going to put dots in here. So I had a C, and then I had a E, G, and an A. E, G, and an A. Okay, and then I went to an F sharp. So in the F sharp chord, that would be a B flat. Okay, because the F sharp is right here. So we go one, this would be F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4 is B flat. And 1.5 steps is D flat. So that's a B flat that's in there, see? So we'll put that on B flat. So I'll put a dot on B flat. And then I'll go to feeling, which is B. Okay? So this is going to be a flat. Now, so we've got to have 4/4 time. So the C would be, say, a quarter note. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4. That would work, wouldn't it? 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4. Okay, so that would be 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. That works. Okay, so let me do it that way. Okay, so what we have now is the C, C, E, G, A, B flat, G. So what? So this will be what? Feeling. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Okay. Now we have F on what a rush. So how are we going to do that? Let's see. So that's this way. The first bar, starting with C, is C, and now we'll have F, E minor, and C. So let's see what that will sound like. We're doing the same basic thing, pretty much. So that's F or what? A rush. So let's see what we do with it. What? A rush. Okay, so let's do it this way. The what would be 3 notes, and then the E minor would be a D, and C, rush. Let me put dots again. Okay, so we have an A, we have a F, an A, and a C, and an E, and a C, which is an E. In other words, in the C chord, it's an E. So in the F chord, we have F, A, C. In E minor, we've got the D, and then in C chord, we have the C. So again, 4/4 time, that means 4 beats to a measure. So we could do 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. So if we did it that way, then we hold the F for 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. That sounds okay, huh? So if we go back here to the bar behind it, see, that sounds good. Both times we went up and then we went up a little bit higher. Okay, so let me do that in the timing here. All right, so on page 2 now, the last 2 bars on that page at the bottom, I'll show you what that looks like when it's printed out. And you'll notice that the F is 1 and, then A, C is 2 and then D is 3 and E is 4 and. So we've got our 4 beats to a measure. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so that's page 2. Let's go to page 3. Okay, now on page 3 we start with A minor. And I wrote on there, I am dreaming. And then next on there is the C chord of a blush. Okay? Now, in other words, when I'm coming up with these words, it's just not, I don't know where they come from in the first place. All I know is that I put the chords out there, I start putting words together, and I just start hitting the chords and maybe doing some little, in other words, I hit the A minor, then the C, now it's going to go into G, now it's going to go into E. And from that, I just go ahead and I write, I am dreaming of a blush. I don't even know who that is. Okay, and that's where I'm at. So now we're on A minor on page 3, and on page 2, we have to refer back to page 2, because we have to follow through, and so it makes sense. So on page 2, we started with this. Whoops. I'll get there. Okay, and now I don't even know. I'm sorry. Am I dreaming? So in other words, A minor, am I dreaming? We ended up here on E. Now do we want to go higher or do we want to go back down? I think I'd like to go back down. So I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. Now the next bar, of a blush, of a blush. So I'm dreaming. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see. So I'm dreaming of a blush. Let's see. I'm dreaming of a blush, of a blush. And then I'll go into the next one down here of G, about in the same area. So let's put the next 2 bars, let's put those together. So I'm let's see, I forgot what I was doing now. Let me see what's going on here. I'm dreaming. I think that's what we were doing. So I'm dreaming. I'll go with that first and go on to the next later. So here, I'll put some dots again. So we got E, D, C, and A. Now, just so you see what I'm doing, I'm just putting dots there. In other words, I don't know what timing or what I'm going to do yet. I'm just putting the dots on what the notes were first. You see those 4 little dots. So do I want to have those 4 beats or do I want to do something different? So we've got... So it sounds good to just do 1 and, 2 and, 3 and. Okay. That's only 3 beats. So what should we do? I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. Let's see. That sounds neat. Okay, so let me go back.